2012, the United Nations marks 11th of October as the International Day of the Girl Child. The day promotes girl rights, highlights gender inequality and addresses the various forms of discrimination and abuse suffered by girls around the world.
If they had their way, these girls would rather be in school reading their books or listening to their teachers. Instead, they find themselves at this hairdressing salon at the Makoko area of Lagos State, working like adults. Chidima is 15 years, and with tears rolling down her cheeks, she tells us how she and her mother have suffered living from hand to mouth. If she had a choice, she would be reading theatre arts in the university.
I easily fall sick, and she really wants to back me, take me to the hospital and all that. So I have to do all this to help my mom.
Dorcas, on the flip side, says she was married off to a man by her parents when she was 15 years. Now she's 18 and has a 5-month-old son. She's learning how to become an hairstylist so that she can someday run her own business. This is just a tiny fraction of the untold stories of girls without access to formal education. According to UNICEF Nigeria, the enrollment of girls in school is generally low, especially in northern part of the country. In some states, for every 3 boys in school, there is only 1 girl.
In Africa, in Nigeria to be precise, the culture and tradition does not place the woman properly in the family and the society. And that is why most families, when they're going to decide who goes to school, the choice is mostly the boys. When we do not give the girl the rights they're supposed to have, when we make them seem inferior, at the end of the day, it's going to affect the nation.
Many girls do not attend school because their labor is needed either as helps or to bring additional income into the family. This, according to the Child Rights Act, is against the law, as no child who is below 18 years must be allowed to work.
Under the Child Rights Act and the Child Rights Convention, which Nigeria is a signatory, and we have ratified the law, a child is only permitted to work within his immediate family environment. So where a child is brought, for instance, from the eastern part of Nigeria to a house in Lagos to serve as a house help, and that child is working, she's not going to school, her labor is being paid for, and the third party is benefiting, it is an offense under the NAPTIP law.
Only recently, over 290 girls were abducted in northern part of Nigeria in what is believed to be an attempt at discouraging girl-child education. United Nations statistics shows that 25% of adolescent girls in developing or low-income countries live in extreme poverty.
Many of these girls who ought not to be pregnant will otherwise have become pregnant. Some not in marriage and some within marriage. And you and I know that those girls who are married off at that tender age do not have capacity for consent because they don't understand what they are going into. So in terms of the total outlook, I can say that there is a lot that we need to do as a nation.
The United Nations Information Center, UNICEF Lagos, led by the Public Information Officer, carried its campaign for the education of the girl child with the CNN film Girl Rising.
What we need here at the United Nations Information Center, UNICEF Lagos, is to join forces on this very day, which is International Day for Girl Child. And we are talking today, showing movies, ideas, connecting, to see how to change the attitude that women are inferior.
Girl Rising is a groundbreaking CNN film that spotlights the stories of 9 girls who were born into unforgivable circumstances but made their way to get an education.
What would you like to be when you grow up?
I would like to be a doctor when I grow up.
She says she would like to be a doctor when she grows up. That's a big dream. Without education, achieving that dream would be impossible. That's why education of the girl child is absolutely important and the bedrock of our society for a better generation. Victoria Idowu, reporting for Channels Television News.